There we go. Good afternoon and welcome to the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. With Jeremy Suing, I'm Michael Schumacher, and we're getting ready to bring you some Class C2 state basketball between the Crofton Warriors and the Elkhorn Valley Falcons. Elkhorn Valley comes in undefeated, 15-0 at home, 10-0 away, 1-0 on a neutral site. A few common opponents. These two teams did not face each other. They were in the same district, but with Crofton losing, or in the same sub-district, with Crofton losing in that opening round, they got into districts via a wild card. So these two did not face each other during the regular season. Now, if you want to look at Elkhorn Valley at their record, we're discussing it. They're a young team, very young team.
Very young.
So that we'll be talking about that. But undefeated, you don't get much better than that. Miss List would be very happy. We know that's 100%.
100%.
So, she's got to be impressed with that, looking down on us, saying, okay, yeah, I taught him something.
That's right. Their win percentage at 1.000.
So they beat teams like Neely Oakdale. They beat Lutheran Northeast. They beat Hartington Newcastle, Laurel Concord Coleridge. Now, the one game that I look at that might be the most intriguing is where Crofton split with Norfolk Catholic in the last two games of the season before districts, and both were really close. Elkhorn Valley defeated Norfolk Catholic 58-19 before the calendar turned. So whereas Crofton beat Norfolk Catholic on February 17th by a score of, on February 12th by a score of 51-49, then turned around and lost 61-55. Elkhorn Valley just had a really dominant performance against Norfolk Catholic. Now, obviously, different teams match up differently, so I'm not sure if you can really take anything out of that. But it is something to consider as you look at this Elkhorn Valley team. Both teams so both teams are coming into this with the hopes of making a state tournament run. Both teams did face Niobrara Verdigris. Crofton defeated Niobrara Verdigris 51-30, and Elkhorn Valley beat Niobrara Verdigris 83-46. So this is a team that has a lot of firepower. Laurel Concord Coleridge, Crofton won by 15, whereas Elkhorn Valley won by 17. So we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the individual players and some stats for both of these teams as they are getting ready to do starting lineups here shortly. I don't believe we'll have a national anthem unless they do it because it's the afternoon session, but we will see. So we'll be back after these messages. This is Crofton Warrior Basketball on 5-Star Streaming and Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM with Jeremy Suing. I'm Michael Schumacher, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion.
Go Warriors from 402 Collision and Towing in Crofton. Need your car towed? A little body work done after your tow? 402 Collision and Towing can give you a tow, fix the dents, and detail the car out for you all at one time. When your car is back to perfection and you need your oil changed, 402 Collision and Towing can do that also. Talk about great service and perfection under one roof. That's what 402 Collision and Towing in Crofton can do for you. 402 Collision and Towing, offering the Crofton and surrounding area perfection when it comes to your car. We all have dreams, and America's Best Realty is here to help make your dreams come true. Whether you're buying or selling, America's Best Realty is here to make your real estate journey seamless. With expert agents, personalized service, and unbeatable local knowledge, they'll help you find the perfect place to call home no matter your budget. They have the listings, the expertise, and the dedication to get you results. Visit them online or give Tara a call to get started. America's Best Realty, where your dream home becomes a reality.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kleinschmidt with American Legacy Land Company. I reside out of Yankton, South Dakota, and I'm a licensed real estate land agent in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Minnesota. I can list your farm and ranch ground, hunting and recreational ground, acreages, and development property. Looking to buy or sell land, call me, Jeff Kleinschmidt, at 605-760-3449 or follow me on Facebook at Jeff Kleinschmidt-American Legacy Land Company for more on upcoming listings. Your unique opportunity, whether it's buying or selling ground, is just a call away.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. This is Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. At the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Crofton getting ready to take on Elkhorn Valley. We want to thank our sponsors, 402 Collision and Towing, America's Best Realty, American Legacy Land Company, Christensen Well, Downtown Auto Service, Downtown Auto Service, High Street Insurance, Caton International, Crofton Lakeview Golf Course, of course, Murph's Appliance, Pro Junkers, and TB&K Construction. Well, Jeremy, you have the stats in front of you. Kind of tell us, go through what we have to look forward to.
Well, I can start here. Let's talk about the Elkhorn Valley Falcons. They're led in their scoring by Cameron Ruchins. Number 1, Cameron Ruchins. She's a junior guard. She averages 12.6 points per game and quite a few steals, 89 steals in total for the year. And then closely following her, Kendall Warner, number 3, sophomore guard, 6-foot guard, is at 11.6 points per game and a ton of assists. She has 110 assists and 90 steals.
Almost 4.5 assists per game, 4.4, so that's a really nice ratio.
Yeah, she leads the team in both assists and in steals for the Elkhorn Valley Falcons. Other than that, you got Caton Warner. She's number 11 freshman forward at 5'11". She averages 6.8 rebounds per game and has 38 blocks on the season, leading the team in both of those categories. So it is a young team. We talked about that. They get a lot of playing time for Caton Warner, a freshman forward, and number 13 Brenna Lawson is a freshman guard at 5'6". And then they have a freshman, Miley Broberg, number 25, is a guard at 5'11". She gets a lot of playing time and averages 7.8 points per game as well. So a really young team with a lot of freshman playing time.
A lot like Bloomfield in Class D1, whom I've had a chance to profile on my show a few different times. And it does appear that we're going to have a national anthem. So we will, for this afternoon edition, because both teams are lining up for it, not that you can see it. Again, just a reminder that this is technically a video because we're not showing the game action, but we're not allowed to show the game action due to NSAA rules with News Channel Nebraska and NFHS and Nebraska Public TV. So we will pause here for the national anthem. That was the national anthem as played by the Elkhorn Valley Band, since they are the home team. And again, we'll always pause for the national anthem. Jeremy's dad is a veteran. My dad, Gary Schumacher, is a veteran. My Uncle Leroy is a veteran. My late Uncle George Dyson and Dick Harvey, both veterans. And, of course, my daughter, currently serving in the National Guard down in North Carolina. They did get notice some things. They were supposed to turn off locations on their electronic devices because they're afraid of military being targets. So, yeah, these are all nerve-wracking times. But we also, especially since it's a Crofton broadcast, want to make sure we mention Chris Keeler, a classmate of ours that we lost due to illness contracted from military service. So they are introducing the non-starters. So first up was Avery Arns, a freshman who set earlier in the fall the state cross-country record. You also had Ellie Sprockle. You had Addison Hamus. Jasmine Wiesler out there, along with Hudson Stout. Just introduced Ella LaCroix. Ella is Melinda. Yeah, or not Ella. Camry Michael is Melinda's. Sorry, Ella is Cody's. And so Jay-Z, I'll be getting to the starting lineups now. Emma Cookta also. As you can hear, we have the Elkhorn Valley student section behind us. And the non-starters for Elkhorn Valley, you have number 5, Willow Taskey. Number 13, Brenna Lawson. Number 23, Ashlyn Dexter Postian. Number 31, Joni Qualset. Number 33, Olivia Werner. And number 43, Savannah Nolly. Null. So starting for Crofton, number 3, 5'9" sophomore Jalen Panning. Number 20, 5'6" senior JC Anthony. Number 22, 5'7" senior Addison Ostermeyer. Number 34, a 5'9" junior Sienna Pinkelman. And the anchor of this team, number 40, 6' senior center Jay-Z Jansen. Jay-Z will be attending Black Hills State in the fall on a basketball scholarship. Black Hills State is a Division II level school, so if you're in the area, you're thinking Augustana, Wayne State, along those lines. So it's a really high level of basketball. Jay-Z, she didn't even go out her freshman year for basketball. She wrestled, so that was interesting. So starting for Elkhorn Valley, Cameron Rutchins, a 5'9" junior guard. Number 3, 6' sophomore Kendall Werner. Number 11, 5'11" freshman Peyton Werner. Number 21, 5'11" sophomore Ashley Shute. And then number 23, 6' senior Ashlyn Dexter Postian. So those are your starting lineups for tonight. I think a lot of this success tonight for Crofton, or this afternoon for Crofton, will rely upon Jay-Z Jansen. I think how she goes, this team will go, just because she is that anchor, she is that stalwart, averaging a double-double on the season. I think close to 18 points and 11 or 12 rebounds.
Yeah.
As we're getting ready for action here in Class C2.
We didn't get to some of those stats with Jay-Z. Yeah, his 17.2 points for the season, 12.4 rebounds, leading in those categories along with steals and blocks, 60 and 40 respectively. So she is a lot of the team for sure.
It's the second straight night we're going to hear Go Big Green, and it does not sound right, but that's neither here nor there.
They do have a loud crowd behind us.
They do. So jumping for Elkhorn Valley will be number 11, Kaiten Werner, the 5'11" freshman. Jumping for Crofton will be Jay-Z Jansen. Here we go. And that is knocked out of bounds, and that will stay with, that'll go to Crofton. So as we paint a picture for you, Elkhorn Valley is in white with green numbers and letters with black trim. And Crofton in all maroon with white letters and numbers and gray trim. That is knocked out of bounds by Elkhorn Valley. That's knocked out of bounds by Cameron Rutchins. So we're 11 seconds in, no score. Defensive stalemate so far.
Yeah.
Anthony gets it over to Panning. Down low to Ostermeyer, up with Jay-Z Jansen, up and in. Jansen with the quick bucket. Nice pass there by Ostermeyer.
Crofton putting on a little bit of a press after the score.
So here's Kendall Werner up top. Gets it over to Cameron Rutchins. Back to Werner. Trying to get it down low to Rutchins. Good ball movement by this offense, but good defense by Crofton.
5
and that could be an over and back, and it will be. It'll be out of bounds, and so that'll be a turnover. So far, we're 1 minute in. Crofton with 2 positive possessions, 1 offensive, 1 defensive.
Yeah, they were getting down there on the shot clock, too. They only had 2 seconds left.
And that's going to be a kick by Cameron Ruchins. So again, I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank, again, all of our sponsors here on Fox Sports Radio and 5 Star Streaming as Pinkelman gets it in. Ostermeyer down low to Jansen in the paint, and that is knocked away. Nice defense there by Kendall Warner. Elkhorn Valley trying to press it just a little bit. They didn't have the numbers, but they get it down low. Here's a long 3-point attempt, and that'll be off the back iron. Rebound into the hands of Pinkelman. Pinkelman, she'll slow it up. Gets it over to Panning. So Anthony gets it down low to Jansen. Jansen up and in. Jay-Z Jansen.
Well, you can see where a lot of her scores come from. She gets it down underneath there. She's pretty good.
She is. So Crofton out to a 4-0 lead. 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes in. 6:08 to go. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Pinkelman as Caden Werner went inside.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
So Caden Werner will go to the line to shoot 2. So Caden, 36% free throw shooter on the season. But makes that first one. Doesn't matter how you shoot during the season. It matters how you shoot now. And she makes both. So 4-2 in favor of Crofton with 6:04 to go here in quarter number 1. Pinkelman gets the ball out. And that ball is knocked away. Pressing defense by Elkhorn Valley.
Yeah, they had a good press on there, for sure.
So Emma Kukta and Jasmine Weisler get set to check in. 3-pointer there is up and good for Cameron Ruchins, and Elkhorn Valley has their first lead of the game. And that it will be out of bounds, and this defense for Elkhorn Valley is really starting to make their presence known. So inbounding for Elkhorn Valley will be Cameron Ruchins. Gets it into Kendall Werner. Werner, the 6-foot sophomore, playing guard. As they do get the ball left to right, right to left. Here's Kendall Werner. Trying to do it from memory, and I don't have it. As Ruchins drives in, kicks it out. And that's going to be a foul on Pinkelman. That'll be Pinkelman's second. Now, I do believe they probably could have called a travel on that, but they didn't.
That was on the floor, so no shooting here. They'll just inbound under the basket.
Yep, it'll be on the floor as Cameron Ruchins will inbound. Gets it down low, and that's saved by Elkhorn Valley. As Elkhorn Valley moves around, quick pop shot, and that's a rebound by J.C. Anthony. As Crofton looks to retake the lead. And Elkhorn Valley doing a great job of getting their hands up. And Ruchins with a steal and a score makes it 7-5 in favor of Elkhorn Valley. They get it down low to Jansen. And there they call a travel. And like I said, they could have called that down there on Caden Werner. She took a step before she dribbled. Now they called it here on Jay-Z.
We'll
see if they call it on Werner down there. As Kendall Werner will inbound the ball. Long 3-point attempt, no good. That'll be out of bounds off of Elkhorn Valley. And so that'll come back to Crofton. Trailing 7-4 with 4:18 to go here in quarter number 1. As Emma Kukta gets it into Anthony. Over to Weisler. Weisler to JC Jansen. Jansen drives in, and she is going to be fouled on the shot by Kaiten Werner. That'll be Werner's first personal, and that'll be the first team foul for Elkhorn Valley. So Jansen will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw for Jansen. Up and good.
She's got all 5 of the points for Crofton so far, but.
And she hits both. So JZ Jansen hits both free throws.
Make it a 1-point game.
7-6, halfway through this first quarter. Nice move there by Miley Broberg. And it just really
got to get the crisp passes.
Not crisp passes, as Kendall Werner will hit that shot, making it 11-6. And Coach Maggie Moon wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. We'll be back right after this.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring field work begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball on 5-Star streaming on YouTube and Fox Sports Radio with Jeremy Suing. I'm Michael Schumacher from the Bob Devaney Center with 3:45 to go in quarter number 1. Crofton trails 11-6, and the main story has been Elkhorn Valley's defense. They're not doing anything special on offense. It's the turnovers that they're forcing Crofton into. And so Cookta with the ball, gets it over to Anthony. Anthony gets it across midcourt. And there's another turnover for Crofton. And this is what Crofton used to do for a number of years, especially with the Allen girls.
Yeah, they would get those steals like that, yeah.
And that is a jump ball created by Jalen Panning. So nice job by Jalen to create that.
Jump ball favors the Falcons.
Yeah, so it does favor the Falcons because on the jump ball, it was given to Crofton as it went out of bounds.
Oh.
So it should favor the Falcons. As, again, Elkhorn Valley leads 11-6 with 3:21 to go here in quarter number 1. And big thank you to our sponsors, including Christensen Well, American Legacy Land Company, America's Best Realty, 402 Collision and Towing, Downtown Auto Service, High Street Insurance, Caton International, Crofton Lakeview Golf Course, Murph's Appliance, Pro Junkers, and TB&K Construction. So the officials are discussing it, but I'm pretty sure that's right, that it should be Elkhorn Valley's ball. I don't believe we've had a jump ball since then.
No, not since the original starting jump ball.
Yeah. So JC Anthony over there talking to Coach Moon to get some instructions, and Anthony just having a little bit of trouble handling some of that press and the handsy defense of Elkhorn Valley. They're just getting in the way of passes, and Crofton's definitely going to want to rectify that because they really aren't doing anything special offensively.
Yeah, they just got to make the passes a little more crisp or more decisive, I think. I think they're hesitating just a hair, and that's allowing the Elkhorn Valley to get in between the pass and the reception. Or the pass is off a little bit, a little low or a little high, and then that's making a difference. That will
stick with Elkhorn Valley. Kind of what we said. They could have just asked us. We knew.
Yep.
As Elkhorn Valley gets the ball in, they're moving left to right as we watch it, as you can probably tell from our eye movement. Nice job by Jansen with the block down low. Anthony has the ball, gets it ahead to Panning. Panning loses control as he drives down.
Trying to take advantage of the fast break and didn't quite make it.
Didn't quite make it as Brenna Lawson came up way with the ball. Here's Kendall Werner. Gets it up top to Olivia Werner. And that is a travel. Travel down low on Ashlyn Dexter-Postian. As Elkhorn Valley will now bring in Ashley Schutt, as well as Cameron Rutchins checks back in. And you have Olivia Werner out there. So 11-6 with 2:45 to go. Here's Cookta with the ball. Sienna Pinkelman is currently in foul trouble, so she is on the bench as J.C. Jansen goes down. Can't get it to fall, but it is saved by Elkhorn Valley. So 2:28 to go. As Elkhorn Valley tries to get it down low. They kick it up top. Long three-point attempt. And that is a 2-point attempt for Avery Schutt.
Ashley Schutt. Oh, they lost underneath.
13-6, another turnover for Crofton. And that's going to be another jump ball. That will favor Crofton this time. So was it a 2 or a 3?
It was a 2.
Yeah, see, they gave her a 3 up there. So it's actually 13-6.
I don't know if they corrected that yet. It was the 2 he pointed to. Okay.
They just switched her point total. They haven't switched the total yet. But,
okay.
That pass from Cookta, again, tipped by Elkhorn Valley. So here's J.C. Jansen on the right. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to fall. Into the hands of Kendall Werner. Long three-point attempt, no good. Rebound there by Panning. Stolen away by Elkhorn Valley. They kick it out to Werner for 3. Cannot get it to fall. And that's going to be another jump ball. That'll favor Elkhorn Valley. So with 1:31 to go here in quarter number 1, Crofton trails 13-6.
I don't know. They haven't corrected that yet.
Yeah. So 13-6, Crofton trails right now as Elkhorn Valley inbounds the ball. Kendall Werner, spin move there. Long 2-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Elkhorn Valley. They get it down low to Rutchins, up and in. So 15-6 in favor of Elkhorn Valley. And J.C. Jansen is going to be fouled.
Looks like by Caden Warner.
What's that?
Oh, no.
So that's on Werner. That is the second team foul.
Was it on 33? Okay.
Yeah, on Olivia Werner. As Jasmine Wiesler for 3. Cannot get it to fall. Rebound Anthony. And that is going to be tipped by Elkhorn Valley. As that JC was just a little slow on pulling the trigger there. So Anthony on the baseline. And that's going to be a hold on Elkhorn Valley as J.C. Jansen was trying to get some position, and Elkhorn Valley was holding her.
Number 21.
That's going to be on number 21. That'll be on Ashley Schutt. That's the third team foul for Elkhorn Valley.
Still on the floor, so inbounding from under the basket.
And that throw by Anthony just too low. So again, the winner of this game will advance to Friday. The loser, their season will be done. They're not like South Dakota and Nebraska. You either play 3 games or 1 game. There is no 4th or 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th place games. Long 3-point attempt. That'll be off the mark. Rebound into J.C. Jansen.
There we go.
So Crofton trailing 15-6. They caught up with our score. 39 seconds to go. And then again, Anthony just too high with the pass.
Yeah, they've got to settle down a little bit. Their passes are either hesitant or off.
And part of me wonders if JC, after fouling out against Elmwood Murdoch, is pressing a little bit tonight, and that's what it really seems is that JC's pressing. Avery Arns is going to check in for Jalen Panning. So maybe at the quarter break, maybe JC can settle down just a little bit. There's 35 seconds on the shot clock, 36.7 on the game clock, so 1.7 second difference. We'll see if Elkhorn Valley milks the clock, or if they press, they will push in for a
jump
score,
ball.
and that'll be a jump ball.
That one's going Crofton's way again.
So 24.7 seconds. The shot clock is off. Crofton will try to get some points here before the quarter ends. Out there for Crofton, it is Wiesler, Ostermeyer, Jansen, Anthony, and Pinkelman. Pinkelman gets it ahead to Ostermeyer. Ostermeyer on the left wing here. Gets it out to Anthony.
8 seconds left.
Down to the final 5. Pinkelman with the ball. Wow, no foul call on that. And so that's going to be the way the quarter ends. 15-6 in favor of Elkhorn Valley. Crofton got off to a hot start, but then just went cold the last 5.5 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in 1 minute on 5-Star streaming on YouTube and Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. This is Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance.
If your car can't get you all the way home or just needs regular maintenance, call Downtown Auto Service in Crofton with a commitment to providing you with honest quality service with reasonable prices. With the technology and expertise Downtown Auto Service in Crofton provide, your car will have the best care imaginable. When it comes to your vehicle, you want the best, and Downtown Auto Service in Crofton is not only the best downtown, it's the best all around. That's Downtown Auto Service in Crofton.
High Street Insurance and Financial in Crofton has what you need for all your insurance needs. Whether it's auto, home, farm, crop, commercial, life, or health, they have the right products and the right service you're looking for all your insurance needs. Call High Street Insurance in Crofton at 402-388-4772 or stop in at 1201 West 2nd Street in Crofton. A proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball. As we enter the second quarter, Elkhorn Valley begins with possession, leading 15-6. Crofton with 6 points, all 6 points by J.Z. Jansen.
Yep. There's really only one other attempt. But they were losing the ball on the way down the court instead of actually getting shot attempts.
Yep. So here's Elkhorn Valley. Gets it in as Cameron Rutchins gets it down to Ashley Schutt.
5 on the...
And that is a misfire. Misfire there for Dexter Poston. Rebound for J.C. Jansen. Pinkelman in the paint gets it out to Anthony. Anthony for 3. Just off the front iron. Rebound by Jasmine Wiesler. They get it down low to Jansen off the block. Ostermeyer for 3. Off the back iron. Rebound there by Elkhorn Valley.
Well, it's better. They got some attempts in.
And so there's a point for Rutchins. She now has 9. Makes it 17-6.
Oh, there's a foul on.
And that's going to be a foul
Rutchins.
on Rutchins. That'll be her first personal, first team of the quarter.
On the floor, so they'll take it from out of bounds.
Anthony brings the ball up. Drives in, up with the left hand. Can't get it to complete. But there's a rebound for Wiesler. Up and in. 17-8 now in favor of Elkhorn Valley. So Wiesler scores the first non-J.C. Jansen points for Crofton.
Brings them back within 9.
That shot no good, but rebound into Elkhorn Valley, but they throw it out, and they do just recover it in time, so it's not over and back. As they drive in, that is Peyton Werner. No good. Rebound, J.C. Jansen. That's Jansen's 4th rebound. Pinkelman gets it to the right side to Anthony. Down low to Ostermeyer. Ostermeyer into the paint. And that is going to be a foul on the shot. I didn't hear the whistle, and I was like, how can you not call something there?
A little bit delayed on the whistle.
Yeah.
But they knocked her down on the shot, so. Who was the...
So that foul is on number 23, Ashlyn Dexter-Postian. First free throw for Ostermeyer is good. Makes it 17-9. Ostermeyer's second free throw is good. Crofton now in double digits, 17-10, trailing by 7. With 5:34 to go here in quarter number 2. So here's the inbound. As here is Kendall Werner, guarded by J.C. Anthony. And that's a steal there by J.C. Jansen. Gets it out to J.C. Anthony. Anthony will hold it up, gets it across court to Sienna Pinkelman. Pinkelman dribbles across the lane to Weisler, who can't get it to connect. But Weisler gets a rebound and cannot connect again. Moon would probably like to see Weisler kind of regather on that rather than just throw up a shot. No good, and Jansen with another rebound. That's her 5th. As Pinkelman has on the left side, down to Kukta, out to Weisler. Back to Kukta, short jumper for Kukta. Oh, cannot get the ball. That one rimmed in and out. 4.5 minutes to go.
Still a 7-point game.
Yep. And
there
there's a steal by Weisler. Crofton looking to get within 5. Jansen up. They're calling a travel, not a push. And if you could see our view, or at least my view, it's a push that led to a travel, but they call it as a travel. So Elkhorn Valley will inbound. I sincerely believe it was the contact from behind that led to the steps.
Yeah. Instead of falling over, she took a little step in there.
But yeah. I don't think the official was in position to see the contact that we could see from this side.
Yeah. And she needed the step, otherwise she would have been knocked over.
Yep. So here's Elkhorn Valley driving in, losing control, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Elkhorn Valley. And that's going to be on 33. Yep. That will be Olivia Werner's second personal, 3rd team foul. So Crofton trailing 17-10, gets it ahead to Anthony, who gets it ahead to Pinkelman. Pinkelman up with the right hand, up and in for Sienna Pinkelman.
That's
makes it 17-12. What?
Her first points of the game.
Yep. So here's Cameron Rutchins. Elkhorn Valley.
5-point game.
And they're going to call a foul on Crofton on the shot. So Miley Broberg will go to the line to shoot 2. That's on Kukta. Kukta's first personal, number 32, Emma Kukta. First free throw is no good. Checking in for the first time is Brenna Lawson. So Broberg's second free throw coming up here. That free throw is off the back iron. Rebound there by Emma Kukta. Kukta Gets over to Weisler. Down low to Jansen on the block. Can't complete, but Kukta there for the rebound and the putback. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game, 17-14 in favor of Elkhorn Valley.
They've been getting in and doing some steals of themselves on the Crofton side, which is nice. Oh.
That's going to be on
for a push.
That's going to be on Kukta for her second. And that'll be the team's second.
So on the floor, so they'll inbound from under the basket.
Coach Moon over there talking to the officials, being like, you need to call it both ways. So that is
Peyton
Warner's second bucket, 4 points. And that's going to be a foul on Brenna Lawson. As I think
she's bleeding on her leg.
Yeah. So we're going to take a quick blood timeout for Emma Kukta. So we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. We'll be back on Fox Sports Radio and 5-star streaming on YouTube.
Caton International has the equipment you need along with the knowledge and the help to prepare you for your upcoming farming season. When it comes to livestock, they have farm-aid, Highline, and Vermeer equipment to optimize your bale processing and feeding program. Stop into one of Caton International's locations in Albion, Neely, and Crofton and let their factory-certified sales, parts, and service team maximize your farm production. Caton International supports Crofton Academic and Sports.
So Kukta at the line to shoot two. Welcome back to Fox Sports Radio and 5-star streaming. Kukta hits the first one, makes it 18-15, and hits the second, makes it 18-16. Or 19-16.
19-16, yep.
Long three-point attempt, no good. And Weisler knocks it into the hands of Sienna Pinkelman. Pinkelman's going to pull it up here. Long three-point attempt, nothing but net for Sienna Pinkelman, and we have a tie game. It's a tie game at the Devaney Center. 2:28 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, their defense has gotten in there and scored. Here we go again.
Weisler gets another steal. Kukta is going to hold it up, gets it over to Anthony. Over to Weisler. Weisler panning for three, no good. But Kukta to Anthony. Anthony for three, can't get it to fall. But another rebound by Kukta. And that's going to be a steal for Elkhorn Valley. Tied at 19 with a minute 58 to go here in quarter number two. As Brenna Lawson with the ball.
Loses control, but
that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Jalen Panning. Jalen really getting some quick hands out there. So they're going to pull Brenna Lawson out, as well as Ashlyn Dexter-Postjian. Sienna Pinkelman checks out as Jasmine Weisler checks in. So they do get the ball in.
20 left on the shot clock.
Nice block there by J.C. Anthony. Oh! And J.C. Jansen with the rebound. Nice job. Crofton with the chance to take the lead. Wow, Jansen was knocked into the press table here. So here's Panning. Pull-up jumper for Panning. No good. Rebound, Jansen. Jansen can't get that to fall. Looks like there was some contact, but no call. A minute 2 to go here in quarter number two, and that's going to be a jump ball. And this has been a really frenetic quarter. Crofton's done a really nice job making that comeback. They were down by 9 coming into this quarter.
Yeah.
They have made that up. They have outscored Elkhorn Valley 13-4. As Crofton,
well, it's all in the steals. They switched the tables and stealing it much more dramatically against Elkhorn Valley.
As Weisler gets the ball to Jansen. Jansen gets some position. Gets it out to Anthony. 49 seconds to go. 24 seconds on the shot clock. To get it down low to Anthony. Up and in for J.C. Anthony. And Crofton has retaken the lead. And that is out of bounds! Out of bounds! Crofton will get the turnover.
Yep.
And Elkhorn Valley, now this is where we were talking. They are a young team. They haven't really been challenged this year. We'll see how they're able to recover, and if that halftime comes at a good time for them to try to regroup and collect themselves, because that is what happens with a young team. You know, you get rattled. You're in an arena like this, an unknown entity, as here's Anthony on the right side. Gets the ball over. Here's Sienna Pinkelman for three. Cannot get it to fall, but Emma Cookta with the rebound. And that'll be blocked out of bounds. 20.9 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Crofton leads 21-19 now. Here's Anthony with Weisler. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Kendall Werner.
On that cross-court pass, that was a little bit delayed, so.
Crofton has 13.9 seconds now. Inbounding will be Emma Cookta in front of the Elkhorn Valley bench.
I think they'll be going for the last shot here.
She gets it into J.C. Anthony. Down low to Jansen. Jansen up with the left hand and in! J.C. Jansen scores, makes it 23-19 in favor of Crofton. 2 seconds to go. And they get a long three-pointer off. No! Off the back iron. That was close. And Crofton takes the lead into half, leading 23-19. We'll be back with our halftime show after this, brought to you by Murph's Appliance and our sponsors, including Crofton Lakeview Golf Course and Pro Junkers. With Jeremy Suing, I'm Michael Schumacher on Fox Sports Radio and 5-star streaming on YouTube from the Bob DeBaney Center.
The Crofton Lakeview Golf Course is a proud supporter of all Crofton sports and academics. We appreciate your understanding of our closing early to get the new clubhouse ready for 2026. Thanks for all your business in 2025. You're going to love our new clubhouse. Looking forward to a great 2026 season of golf and fun.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
Need junk removed? Call Pro Junkers. Pro Junkers can remove junk from a small job, full house, estate, to apartment and office cleanouts. Pro Junkers can demo it for you too. Decks, fences, sheds, garage, and older homes. Want to do it yourself? Pro Junkers has a 7x14 foot by 36-inch sidewall dump trailer for rent. We drop it off and haul it away. Free estimates for the job you have in mind. Contact myself, Jeff Kleinschmidt, at 605-760-3449.
For all your dirt moving needs, call TB&K Construction of Crofton. They meet all your dirt work needs with the latest equipment like excavators, bulldozers, and backhoes. Got dirt? Call TB&K Construction to move that dirt with their dump truck. TB&K Construction is licensed and insured, so give Todd a call today at 402-980-4620. TB&K Construction will move your dirt. Proud supporters of all Crofton sports and academics.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is now an authorized full-service dealer for Renke Irrigation. With fully trained professionals on staff, they're ready to provide you with top-quality sales, service, and support. With Renke's 70 years of experience building quality irrigation equipment and Christensen Well providing over 50 years of well and irrigation service, they're excited to serve you. For more information on how a Renke center pivot can improve your farming operation, visit locally owned and operated Christensen Well and Irrigation or check them out at christensenwell.com. Good luck, athletes.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance Now, obviously, just letting you know, we're not doing this because we love seeing ourselves on the screen. I mean, we do because we are the prettiest broadcasting crew in all of radio, but it's actually because Nebraska has exclusive broadcast rights with like News Channel Nebraska and then Nebraska Public TV. So we can only do audio. So we could have a static screen that was just a thumbnail and then the scoreboard, or so we figured it's like we are the gift that keeps on giving, so we hope you enjoy. But we want to thank all of our sponsors, Christensen Well, TB&K Construction, Pro Junkers, Murph's Appliance, Crofton Lakeview Golf Course, Caton International, High Street Insurance, Downtown Auto Service, American Legacy Land Company, America's Best Realty, and 402 Collision and Towing. I do want to make a note with America's Best Realty. Congratulations to Tara Portillo and her kids, Avery and Zane, both did great. Avery in gymnastics, Zane in wrestling. So a lot of talent there, but we want to thank them for being a sponsor of this broadcast. And again, a reminder, we will be on the call tonight for Why Not, as they do battle against Falls City Sacred Heart. And that will be at around 7:45. We'll probably go live around 7:30, 7:15. Also from here at Bob Devaney. So, Jeremy, are you looking at some stats for me?
Yeah, just making sure I got the numbers right, but really the story of it was the last half of that quarter, the second quarter. I think Elkhorn Valley didn't have any points in the last 3 minutes of the half.
Yeah.
And Crofton outscored them 9-0 in those last 3 minutes. So.
Well, because, I believe, if I'm right, Elkhorn Valley led 15-6 heading into the second quarter and scored the first bucket of the second quarter.
Yeah.
So they actually held a 17-6 lead. Crofton outscored them 17-2 over the last
6.5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
so most of that quarter.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we have some individual stats as well, and
we talk about Crofton to start, and obviously it's led by J.C. Jensen. She has 8 points total, 3 field goals and 2 free throws to lead the Warriors. She's followed up by Sienna Pinkelman, number 34. She's got 5 points, a 3 and a field goal. And then Emma Cookta started to turn on there at the end. She got 4 points off a field goal and a couple free throws. And then Jasmine Weisler and J.C. Anthony both had 2 points in that half.
Well, and the players for Crofton that I want to mention, just because it's not popping off the screen as far as total points, anything like that, but Jalen Panning and Jasmine Weisler were really big in creating a lot of those steals and creating that discomfort for Elkhorn Valley that caused Elkhorn Valley to maybe start overthinking, especially as a younger team, only returning 2 players from last year's state tournament qualifying team. So, it's JC's obviously the workhorse. I think Sienna Pinkelman and Emma Cookta doing their thing offensively. Addison Ostermeyer and J.C. Anthony filling in admirably, kind of really glue players. And I will say this, because we mentioned that J.C. might have been pressing a little bit. That second quarter, J.C. was much more calm, much more controlled, and you saw the difference out there.
Yeah, it made a big difference. They were moving the ball well and avoiding the turnovers, which was huge in the first quarter, where they just weren't passing it brisk enough or hesitant or off target. So that really improved their passing, and then they took over on the turnover side and really stopped Elkhorn Valley's passes, especially the ones into the middle.
Yeah, and so Crofton hoping to keep that momentum, but I'm sure Elkhorn Valley having some discussions in the locker room right now, so we'll see how these two teams come back after this halftime break. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the action from around the rest of this state tournament. This is Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion with Jeremy Sewing. I'm Michael Schumacher from the Bob Devaney Center. At the half, Crofton leads 23-19. We'll be back right after these messages.
Go Warriors from 402 Collision and Towing in Crofton. Need your car towed? A little body work done after your tow? 402 Collision and Towing can give you a tow, fix the dents, and detail the car out for you all at one time. When your car is back to perfection and you need your oil changed, 402 Collision and Towing can do that also. Talk about great service and perfection under one roof. That's what 402 Collision and Towing in Crofton can do for you. 402 Collision and Towing, offering the Crofton and surrounding area perfection when it comes to your car. We all have dreams, and America's Best Realty is here to help make your dreams come true. Whether you're buying or selling, America's Best Realty is here to make your real estate journey seamless. With expert agents, personalized service, and unbeatable local knowledge, they'll help you find the perfect place to call home no matter your budget. They have the listings, the expertise, and the dedication to get you results. Visit them online or give Tara a call to get started. America's Best Realty, where your dream home becomes a reality.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kleinschmidt with American Legacy Land Company. I reside out of Yankton, South Dakota, and I'm a licensed real estate land agent in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Minnesota. I can list your farm and ranch ground, hunting and recreational ground, acreages, and development property. Looking to buy or sell land, call me, Jeff Kleinschmidt, at 605-760-3449, or follow me on Facebook at Jeff Kleinschmidt-American Legacy Land Company for more on upcoming listings. Your unique opportunity, whether it's buying or selling ground, is just a call away.
It wasn't. There was no arm extension. It was just, there was enough contact that you're like, ah. Oh, hey, we're on. Ah. So let's
go to the Elkhorn Valley stats. They're led by Cameron Richens. She's got 9 points total, 3 and 3 field goals. And otherwise, they only have a few points on the other teams. Caden Warner, number 11, has 4 points. And then 3 of their team, Kendall Warner, Ashley Schutt, and Miley Broberg all have 2 points to make up their total. But Kendall Warner, for one, she only has 2 points, and she's 1 for 8. And she's tried 5 3-pointers and hasn't hit one yet. So
so you wonder, hopefully she doesn't get hot.
Hopefully she doesn't get hot, yeah. But they really...
I am going to say this, though. The band, Elkhorn Valley's band has played this song before, whereas Crofton, I never hear a duplication of songs. So, again, shout out to Ashley Leader for the job she does with the Crofton band. They are top-notch. All right, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, so they're doing good.
Let's take a look around the state tournament down here in Nebraska. Again, Why Not will play tonight at 7:45. Oddly, Why Not boys will play 1 week from tonight at 7:45, so... Will you be back on the call with me on Wednesday again for Why Not Boys?
Yeah, I probably could do that if it's the night game.
It is the night game.
Okay.
Yep, it's going to be at the same time, 7:45. They're the 6th seed, just like the girls. So, in Class A girls, Lincoln North Star leads Millard North 23-18 at the half. In Class B girls, no action today. C1, no action today. D1, no action today. That'll be Bloomfield tomorrow. They're the top seed, so they'll be the first game. So best of luck to Coach Wilson, as well as the Melodis and the Eisenhowers and all of that. We're loving some Bloomfield. I'll be honest, that team is young, and you hope they're able to see some success this week. In C2, Pender defeated Centura earlier today, 42-31. UTAN, the 9th, UTAN defeated Hastings St. Cecilia, 37-31. Oakland Craig and Guardian Angels Central Catholic will be the game that follows this. And then in D2, Dundee County Stratton defeated Loomis 37-36, and Archangels Catholic defeated Silver Lake 55-33. Red Cloud will take on Sumner Eddyville Miller at 6 o'clock, and then tonight, Falls City Sacred Heart taking on Why Not at 7:45. All right, that clock is about to wind down. Jeremy, what do you think we need to see in this second half for Crofton?
Just need to stay in control like they were in the second quarter there, where they were catching or stealing the ball and not letting Elkhorn Valley get down underneath. And hopefully they stay,
And people say I have no rhythm.
Stay off.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Their shots. And then
I got rhythm to spare.
Needs to keep the passing working.
The passes need to stay crisp, consistent, and decisive. I think decisive is probably that term. And once they made those decisions, their passing was much better and much fewer turnovers. Far fewer turnovers, if I could speak English. Sorry, Mrs. Pierre. All right, so here we go. Elkhorn Valley starts with possession, trailing 23-19. And there's a steal right off the bat by Sienna Pinkelman. Pinkelman holds it up, gets it over to Jalen Panning. Anthony, down low to Pinkelman, out to Panning. Cross-court pass. J.C. Jansen, long jumper. No good. Rebound there by Dexter Postian. So 30 seconds in, 2 possessions. Neither one scored for either team. As here's Elkhorn Valley, and that is going to be Kendall Werner. And she dribbles off her foot. Again, Werner, 6 foot, but she's a veteran on this team, but she's just a sophomore. So, again, you can see maybe that rattling happening.
This is a lot different environment than the team space anytime during the year.
Oh, it is. It really is.
This is the big time, buddy.
It's a bigger crowd. It's a bigger venue. The echoes and the eye lines and all of that. And they're going to call it travel on Panning.
He's trying to get rid of it. It got held up by the Falcon.
Yeah.
He might have got hurt on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a little rough landing.
I think she hit the left side of her face, her left ear. So we are 1 minute into this third quarter. Here's Cameron Rutchins. And Pinkelman tries to get a steal. Can't quite get it, but does divert it. And there's Pinkelman creates the steal to Panning. And Crofton now heading back the other direction. So Crofton picking up where they left off. Anthony gets it down to Jansen. Jansen drives baseline. Kicks it out to Pinkelman. Pinkelman for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound there by Dexter Postian. 6:21 to go here in quarter number 3. Nobody has scored yet in the first minute 46 of this. Baseline jumper up and good. That is Ashley Shutt. Makes it 23-21. So Ostermeyer gets it out to Anthony as Emma Cookta gets ready to check in. Panning on the left side gets it back to Anthony at the top of the key. Ostermeyer in the corner.
10 left on the shot clock.
Anthony will take that 3. That'll be offline, and that will not hit anything. And so that'll be out of bounds. That'll be a turnover to Elkhorn Valley. Oh! She moved her foot. That should have been a travel. You can't have, unless you've made a basket. You saw the Crofton bench, we saw the Crofton bench motioning and calling for the travel.
No call.
Here's the long 3. No, long 2. For Kendall Werner.
Is that a 2 or a 3?
That's a 2. And Coach Moon wants to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. We'll be back after these messages from Christensen Well and Downtown Auto.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring field work begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
If your car can't get you all the way home or just needs regular maintenance, call Downtown Auto Service in Crofton with a commitment to providing you with honest quality service with reasonable prices. With the technology and expertise Downtown Auto Service in Crofton provides, your car will have the best care imaginable. When it comes to your vehicle, you want the best, and Downtown Auto Service in Crofton is not only the best downtown, it's the best all around. That's Downtown Auto Service in Crofton.
Welcome back to 5-Star Streaming on YouTube with Jeremy Suing. I'm Michael Schumacher from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. It's tied at 23. Coach Moon in that timeout was talking to the officials about the movement on the inbound. When it's an out-of-bounds play but not based off a made shot, they cannot move, and they definitively did. So she was still talking to the officials about that. Here's Pinkelman over to Panning. Anthony drives in, up with the left hand, can't get it to fall. But Cook with the rebound and the putback makes it 25-23. So Elkhorn Valley gets it up top to Kendall Werner. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Sienna Pinkelman. Kind of went through the player, and that's her third. Crofton's first team foul. As Pinkelman will check out, Jasmine Weisler will check in.
Yeah, we haven't really seen any foul trouble yet, but that's 3 on her now.
That's as close, yeah. Werner, she'll take the jumper, and she'll make it. She's starting to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, she's starting to catch them.
That's a kicked ball by Rutchins. So 4:13 to go here in quarter number 3. Tied at 25. Anthony gets it across to Cookta. Cookta over to Weisler. Weisler with the pull-up jumper. Can't get it to fall. They're going to call a foul on Crofton. We'll see who that one was called on. That's on Jalen Panning. Second team foul, first personal foul. So Elkhorn Valley trying to retake the lead for the first time since late in the second quarter. That shot is over the backboard. That'll be out of bounds, and that'll go back to Crofton. So pretty good third quarter here. We're over halfway through, 3:48 to go. As Weisler gets it to Anthony. Anthony gets it over to Cookta.
Oh.
And Cookta's pass is a little too high for Jasmine Weisler.
Turnover out of bounds. Jansen with the block. So still 25-25, 3:25 to go in quarter number 3. Oh, jump ball.
And that's going to be a jump ball.
That one will go to Crofton this time.
That will go to Crofton. Sometimes they call jump balls quicker than others.
Yeah.
And I've never understood why.
I think it's whether they're not there. If they're moving around with it, then it's a travel or a jump ball. It's either
Weisler
one or
with
the
the
other.
floater, can't get it to fall. Rebound there by Cameron Rutchins.
Oh, a foul on.
That's going to be a foul on Panning. Yep, Panning's second personal, third team foul. So 3:12 to go, tied at 25. Elkhorn Valley gets the ball across midcourt. As they get it at the elbow. Here's Rutchins for 3. No, off the front iron. Rebound, J.C. Jansen. Gets it over to J.C. Anthony. As Emma Cookta has it under the bucket. Are they going to say she was fouled on the floor?
They're talking about it.
As the officials discuss it. No shot.
One-on-one push.
So that is a foul on Kaiten Werner. That's her second personal, first team foul. As Jansen has it. Back to Weisler. Weisler back out to Anthony. Ostermeyer for 3. Can't get it to fall, but Jansen gets the rebound. And Coach Moon can't believe that there isn't being a foul called on any of this.
They called that a jump ball?
They called it a jump ball.
Holding the ball, holding the arm. Too close.
Yeah, Coach Moon calling for the foul. I mean, visually hacking her arm, saying there's a hold here. But
she was right there, too. That was right in front of her.
She was. So with 2:25 to go in the third quarter, still tied at 25. Werner for three, no good. Rebound into the hands of Anthony. Here's Ostermeyer, gets it down low to Jansen. Jansen loses control, and that'll be out of bounds.
No foul there either. So.
And I think Coach Moon just seems very frustrated. There's so much contact and so few calls. As here's Rutchins out on the right side, on the wing. As that ball is almost stolen away by Crofton. And so that'll be a foul on Crofton.
Who did they call that one on?
That's going to be on.
Oh, Jasmine Weisler.
That's Jasmine Weisler. Fourth team foul, but it's a shooting foul. So Dexter Postgen goes to the line to shoot two. First free throw is up and will roll in.
Rolled in there.
Makes it 26-25 Elkhorn Valley. Minute 46 to go. Second free throw, that will not roll in. Rebound there by Emma Kukta. So 26-25, minute 41 to go. They get it down low to Jansen under the basket. Can't get it to fall. So Elkhorn Valley with the ball, and that'll be almost out of bounds, but Elkhorn Valley, and that's going to be a timeout taken by Elkhorn Valley, as they did have her trapped on the baseline. So we'll take a timeout as well. A minute 13 to go. Crofton now trails 26-25. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion and High Street Insurance Partners.
High Street Insurance and Financial in Crofton has what you need for all your insurance needs. Whether it's auto, home, farm, crop, commercial, life, or health, they have the right products and the right service you're looking for all your insurance needs. Call High Street Insurance in Crofton at 402-388-4772 or stop in at 1201 West 2nd Street in Crofton. A proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion, on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and on 5-star streaming on YouTube. With Jeremy Suing from the Bob Devaney Center, Crofton trails 26-25 with a minute 13 to go. Elkhorn Valley to inbound off that timeout. They get it out to Werner, and Anthony does knock it away, and that's going to be an over and back on Elkhorn Valley.
Oh, that was interesting. I thought Warner had knocked it.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe it was Lousy was standing there. She kind of went back and forth.
That could be. So here we
you
go.
Can't cross back and forth with the ball.
Yeah. And they're going to call a foul on Rutchins.
That's her second.
So that's going to be a foul on Rutchins, and that is, like you said, her second team foul.
For the quarter.
Anthony in there, but Dexter Postgen with the block. 52.8 seconds to go in quarter number 3. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Crofton will inbound. It'll be Anthony along the baseline. They get it up top to Ostermeyer for 3. Can't get it to hit, but into the hands of J.C. Anthony as they reset the shot clock. So here's Ostermeyer. Over to Weisler. Back over to Anthony. Down low to Jansen. And Jansen's going to be fouled on the shot. Now, Elkhorn Valley fans were wanting to travel, which she did. I mean, she was stepping without the ball, without dribbling, but she was also getting pushed. So,
she got the dribble down, too. It was a little hard to see from this angle.
Yeah. So I think the officials are kind of making a choice
Who is
there.
That foul on?
Looks like it might have been on Ashlyn Dexter-Postian. She has 2 now. So that first free throw for Jay-Z is good. Ties it up at 26. And she hits the second. Crofton retakes the lead, 27-26.
Free throws for J.C. Jensen.
Yep, Crofton retakes the lead, 27-26, 29 seconds to go. Here's Kendall Werner, guarded up top there. So get it down low, long three-point attempt, and that is good. Good for Miley Broberg. Makes it 29-27. Elkhorn Valley with 14 seconds to go. As Jasmine Weisler gets the ball over to Kukta. Out to Ostermeyer for 3.
2.
And Kukta with the rebound, can't get it to fall. And Jansen cannot get the shot back up. So, after 3, it's Elkhorn Valley 29. Crofton 27. We'll be back for a heck of a fourth quarter after these messages. This is Crofton Warrior Basketball brought to you by Murph's Appliance, Caton International, and Crofton Lakeview Golf Course.
Caton International has the equipment you need along with the knowledge and the help to prepare you for your upcoming farming season. When it comes to livestock, they have Farm Aid, Highline, and Vermeer equipment to optimize your bale processing and feeding program. Stop into one of Caton International's locations in Albion, Neely, and Crofton and let their factory-certified sales, parts, and service team maximize your farm production. Caton International supports Crofton Academic and Sports.
More so.
New.
The Crofton Lakeview Golf Course is a proud supporter of all Crofton sports and academics. We appreciate your understanding of our closing early to get the new clubhouse ready for 2026. Thanks for all your business in 2025. You're going to love our new clubhouse. Looking forward to a great 2026 season of golf and fun.
Pack it up, pack it in. It's time to begin. Know what were you going to say?
They outscored on the net quarter 10-4.
Yeah. Yep. So Elkhorn Valley has that 29-27 lead as this is Crofton Warrior Basketball brought to you by Murph's Appliance. As we start the fourth quarter, Crofton has possession as they get it into Panning. Over to Anthony. And that's going to be a foul, kick ball. And they do that a lot. You can see them.
That's part of their stealing strategy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is anything that comes by them, they'll kick it or hit it or swipe at it or whatever. So
Anthony gets out of a double team. Back over to, or Panning got out of the double team. Back over to Anthony. Anthony to Panning. Ostermeyer gets it down low to Jansen, just off the block. And that's going to be a foul on Dexter Postian, and that'll be her third.
That was on the floor, though.
That's her third personal. First team foul of the quarter. 7:33 to go as Crofton inbounds the ball.
Reset the play clock.
So Jansen on the block, up and the foul. Jay-Z Jansen going for the and one. As we are now tied at 29. No.
Her fourth.
And so that's on Dexter Postian. That's her fourth. Okay, they did give Crofton the bucket. I was like, so Postian will step out. And she's been a pretty good defensive presence for them down low and some offense, you know. And Jansen hits that free throw, makes it 30-29 in favor of Crofton.
And Dexter has no point. Not a lot of offense yet, but
I just heard the term scallywag. I haven't heard scallywag in a long time. As Elkhorn Valley moves the ball around. Drives baseline up with the left hand and in. For Ashley Schutt, makes it 31-30 in favor of Elkhorn Valley. 6:49 to go. They get it down low to Jansen just off the block. Jansen kicks it out to Pinkelman. Down low to Jansen. Jansen up with the right hand, cannot convert. Rebound into the hands of Elkhorn Valley. Long shot attempt there, no good for Broberg, or Olivia Werner. And that's going to be a foul on J.C. Anthony. So 31-30, 6:17 to go. Elkhorn Valley leads Crofton as Cameron Rutchins will inbound the ball.
her first foul.
And there's a rebound for J.Z. Jansen.
Ooh, air pass by Anthony. Two over there. Elkhorn Valley's up by 1 point now.
Elkhorn Valley up 31-30 with 5:52 to go. And that'll be out of bounds off of Elkhorn Valley.
5:48 left.
So 5:48 to go. Pinkelman inbounds it to J.C. Anthony. To get it into Pinkelman across the way to Panning, across the timeline.
Double dribble.
And Panning double dribbled. That is, that's a youth, a sophomore for Crofton.
Yeah. Forgot she had used her dribble up.
Yep. So Rutchins picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Schutt. Schutt gets it over to Kendall Werner.
Rutchins.
Ball in the hands now of Olivia Werner on the right-hand side. So 9 seconds on the shot clock, 5:08 on the game clock. And they're going to call a foul, a blocking foul on Pinkelman. So that'll be Pinkelman's fourth. Team's second of the quarter. Rutchins gets it down low.
Are they allowed 5 per quarter now, right?
Yeah,
Before they start shooting.
that is correct. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, J.Z. Jansen gets it ahead to J.C. Anthony. J.C. gets it ahead to Pinkelman. And Pinkelman is going to be fouled on the shot. And that's going to be on Rutchins.
Cameron Rutchins.
That's Rutchins' third personal. As Sienna Pinkelman will go to the line to shoot two. First free throw is no good.
Still could tie it up here with the shot.
Yep, so Pinkelman tries to tie it up with 4:47 to go. 31-30, Crofton trails Elkhorn Valley. And she hits that one. So 31-31, 4:45 to go now. As here's Rutchins, guarded by Panning. As they do get it out, nice pass there. As here's Schutt. Long shot, no good. Rebound into the hands of Jansen. Jansen gets it out to Anthony. Crofton with a chance to take the lead here. Anthony goes up, and that'll be off of Elkhorn Valley. So 4:11 on the game clock, 27 seconds on the shot clock. As Jansen will be the one to inbound. And there's a steal by Schutt. As they hit a cutting, Peyton Werner makes it 33-31 in favor of Elkhorn Valley, and we'll take a quick timeout. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. As Elkhorn Valley takes a timeout, we'll be right back.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermilion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. With Jeremy Sewing, I'm Michael Schumacher. Crofton trails 33-31. They now have the ball, though, with 3:54 to go, as Sienna Pinkelman has the ball on the right side. Gets it down to Jansen. Pinkelman. Oh, and there's another kind of a lazy pass. And we hadn't seen that since early in the first quarter. It's now a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, they had just been trading back and forth points, but...
And Coach Moon wants to take a timeout now. So this timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion and Pro Junkers and TB&K Construction.
Need junk removed? Call Pro Junkers. Pro Junkers can remove junk from a small job, full house, estate, to apartment and office cleanouts. Pro Junkers can demo it for you too. Decks, fences, sheds, garage, and older homes. Want to do it yourself? Pro Junkers has a 7 by 14 foot by 36 inch sidewall dump trailer for rent. We drop it off and haul it away. Free estimates for the job you have in mind. Contact myself, Jeff Kleinschmidt, at 605-760-3449.
Welcome back. As a note from Brian Cobbler to keep updating the schedule on the game. So yes, 7:45 tonight. Why not 7:45 next Wednesday? Why not, boys? We will know tonight if Crofton plays, or now, here in about 5-ish minutes, if Crofton plays on a Friday. We'll make sure to tell everybody that. Now, Jeremy would not be available for that one, so I'll have to find somebody else. As here's J.C. Anthony. Get the ball, Jasmine Weisler, J.C. Jansen. Drives in, kicks it out. Pinkelman for three. Drains it! Sienna Pinkelman pulls Crofton within one. 34-35. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Jansen. That'll be Jansen's first.
Yeah.
That'll be 2 shots for Rutchins. So J.C. Jansen tonight has 13 points and 15 rebounds. First free throw, rims in and out for Rutchins. So Rutchins looking to give him a 2-point lead with 3:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw is good. So 36-34, Crofton trails Elkhorn Valley. And there's a kind of a steal, but Pinkelman gets it back, gets it over to J.C. Jansen. Weisler gets the ball out to Anthony.
And got bumped a bit there and had to throw it off face.
What's that?
got bumped on her throw and ended up going out of bounds.
I know. Again, we've seen multiple times where it's turned into a turnover or something based on contact from Elkhorn Valley. Up at the left hand and in for Caden Werner. Makes it 38-34 in favor of Elkhorn Valley. Again, just bad passes. 2:30 to go. Crofton now trails by 6. Coach Moon wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion.
For all your dirt moving needs, call TB&K Construction of Crofton. They meet all your dirt work needs with the latest equipment like excavators, bulldozers, and backhoes. Got dirt? Call TB&K Construction to move that dirt with their dump truck. TB&K Construction is licensed and insured, so give Todd a call today at 402-980-4620. TB&K Construction will move your dirt. Proud supporters of all Crofton sports and academics.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Crofton trails with 2:29 to go by 6, and really just back to those kind of
first quarter
non-committal passes that they had in the first quarter, and it's leading to easy buckets for Elkhorn Valley. Here's Jansen. Kicks it out to Anthony. Kukta. Back to Anthony. Wiesler will take the three. That'll be short. And that will be that'll be out of bounds off of Elkhorn Valley. That'll stay with Crofton.
Quite a scramble for the ball that time. Nothing. That was interesting. They didn't call anything on there.
Couple officials discussing something over there. But I think they're thinking that maybe the shot clock should have reset.
With the shot that she missed, yeah. From Wiesler out from 3.
Yeah. I thought it, I can't remember. I thought it hit rim, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, they're resetting the shot clock. I thought it hit the rim too, but it was a very baseline shot.
Yeah.
So it just skimmed the backboard and then just touched the rim.
Yep. So Anthony with the ball, 2 minutes to go. Sienna Pinkelman gets it out to Anthony. Another not great pass. Turnover to Elkhorn Valley with 1:50 to go now. It's getting tougher for Crofton.
Yeah, they needed some points there. Elkhorn Valley's going to try to milk some clock for sure.
So here's Rutchins. Gets it out to Schutt.
They're down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nice job by J.Z. Jansen there. So 1:13 to go. Crofton needs some points. And they need to score in a hurry. So Anthony over to Pinkelman. Anthony down to Jansen. Over to Kukta. And Kukta's going to be fouled by Peyton Werner. That'll be Werner's third personal, but at this point, personal fouls don't necessarily matter with 54 seconds left. But the clock stops, and Kukta has a chance to
bring it within 4,
2 points closer. First free throw is up and good, 40-35. And the second free throw is good. Crofton within 4. So 43 seconds to go. Crofton trailing by 4. They're calling a foul. I didn't see on who. And that's on Pinkelman. Pinkelman's 5th. So checking in for Crofton will be Jalen Panning. 33.8 seconds to go. Not looking great for Crofton. And there's another foul by Weisler. And that'll be the 15th foul. And that will lead to free throws. 31.8 seconds to go.
It's her second foul. Let's see who's shooting here.
Shooting is Rutchins.
All right.
First free throw for Rutchins up and good. That's a 5-point lead now. And second free throw rims in and out. Still a 5-point
now they need
deficit.
the points fast.
$18 seconds to go, and that'll be another foul on Rutchins. That'll be on Kukta, I believe. That'll be her third. Yep, nope, that was on Weisler, her third. So Rutchins at the line to shoot two. First free throw is good.
6-point game.
If she makes this free throw, it essentially makes it a 3-possession game. At that point, you don't see any path forward. Here's a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion and 402 Collision and Towing.
Go Warriors from 402 Collision and Towing in Crofton. Need your car towed? A little body work done after your tow? 402 Collision and Towing can give you a tow, fix the dents, and detail the car out for you all at one time. When your car is back to perfection and you need your oil change, 402 Collision and Towing can do that also. Talk about great service and perfection under one roof. That's what 402 Collision and Towing in Crofton can do for you. 402 Collision and Towing, offering the Crofton and surrounding area perfection when it comes to your car. We all have dreams, and America's Best Realty is here to help make your dreams come true. Whether you're buying or selling, America's Best Realty is here to make your real estate journey seamless. With expert agents, personalized service, and unbeatable local knowledge, they'll help you find the perfect place to call home, no matter your budget. They have the listings, the expertise, and the dedication to get you results. Visit them online or give Tara a call to get started. America's Best Realty, where your dream home becomes a reality.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by Murph's Appliance. 16 seconds to go. Crofton trails by 6. They now trail by 6 as Rutchins misses that one. Panning, they just need to shoot. They don't have time to. And no foul called. And I will say, JC Anthony, there were a lot of contact on her 2 3-point attempts that weren't called. I'd be a little frustrated if I were her. But that will end this season for Crofton, 42-36. We'll be back with our post-game show after these messages.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kleinschmidt with American Legacy Land Company. I reside out of Yankton, South Dakota, and I'm a licensed real estate land agent in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Minnesota. I can list your farm and ranch ground, hunting and recreational ground, acreages, and development property. Looking to buy or sell land, call me, Jeff Kleinschmidt, at 605-760-3449, or follow me on Facebook at Jeff Kleinschmidt-American Legacy Land Company for more on upcoming listings. Your unique opportunity, whether it's buying or selling ground, is just a call away.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring field work begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
If your car can't get you all the way home or just needs regular maintenance, call Downtown Auto Service in Crofton with a commitment to providing you with honest quality service with reasonable prices. With the technology and expertise Downtown Auto Service in Crofton provides, your car will have the best care imaginable. When it comes to your vehicle, you want the best, and Downtown Auto Service in Crofton is not only the best downtown, it's the best all around. That's Downtown Auto Service in Crofton.
High Street Insurance and Financial in Crofton has what you need for all your insurance needs. Whether it's auto, home, farm, crop, commercial, life, or health, they have the right products and the right service you're looking for all your insurance needs. Call High Street Insurance in Crofton at 402-388-4772 or stop in at 1201 West 2nd Street in Crofton. A proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. Caton International has the equipment you need along with the knowledge and the help to prepare you for your upcoming farming season. When it comes to livestock, they have farm aid, highline, and Vermeer equipment to optimize your bale processing and feeding program. Stop into one of Caton International's locations in Albion, Neely, and Crofton and let their factory-certified sales, parts, and service team maximize your farm production. Caton International supports Crofton academic and sports.
Welcome back to Crofton Warrior Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota. No! First Dakota brings you Vermilion Tanger basketball, so still totally cool. We love First Dakota, don't get me wrong. But we love Murph's because that's who our corporate sponsor is. Our corporate sponsor is Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. They are the corporate sponsor for all of our area game coverages this week and next week. So they'll be bringing you the Why Not game later. They're going to bring you the Centerville game tomorrow night, Sodak 16 for the girls, here on 5 Star Streaming. They'll bring you boys basketball action, the Region 4 coverage, 4B coverage on Friday as we cover Freeman and we cover Centerville and Viborg Hurley. So Murph's Appliance, we want to thank them. Murph does a lot of great stuff with us, and so he is our corporate sponsor. So thank you. We want to thank Murph. And we want to thank all of our sponsors as Jeremy is doing some tabulating and tallying. 402 Collision and Towing. America's Best Realty. American Legacy Land Company. Christensen Well. Downtown Auto Service. High Street Insurance. Caton International. Crofton Lakeview Golf Course. Of course, Murph's Appliance. Pro Junkers. And TB&K Construction. Todd's son, Kendall, joined me on the broadcast last week when the Crofton Lady Warriors played Elmwood Murdoch. So if you haven't checked out Kendall's podcast, check it out on Facebook. He has a Facebook page. Sports Podcast with Kendall Taney. Something like that. You'll find it. Your sports podcast, I think, with Kendall Taney. Kendall's great about local area coverage and giving you some updates. So I have him on at the mic every once in a while. So give Kendall a follow, give Kendall a like, and I'm going to see if we can try to use him a little bit for South Central League baseball this summer, if he wants to. If he doesn't, hey, that's up to him. I know he's going to do some coaching and stuff like that too. So, how are the stats coming, sir?
They're good, I think.
All right.
Well, they're not good if you're going for Crofton. It ended up being a little 42-36 loss for Crofton. And the Elkhorn Falcons remain undefeated on the season, and they'll move on to the second round of the tournament here on Friday. I'm not sure what time they will play, but they were led by Cameron Rutchins. She scored 12 points total. She had 3 addition ones in the second half there to make the 12 that she got. Followed by Kendall Warner. She had 10 points on the game. And Caden Warner had 8 points for Elkhorn Valley. Ashley Shutt had 6, and Miley Broberg had 5 to round out most of their scoring. For Crofton was led by J.C. Jensen, of course. She got 5 in the second half, giving her a 13-point total. She was perfect on her free throws and got some points. She was followed by Sienna Pinkelman, who ended up fouling out right there at the end of the game. 9 points for her and 8 points for Emma Cookta. And then just 2 for J.C. Anthony and Jasmine Wiesler. They didn't end up scoring in the second half, unfortunately. there was a period in there where the passes got a little sloppy again, and they ended up falling a little bit behind. Pulled it real close there, 4 points, 2 points there at the end, but
that really was the story of that final quarter.
Yeah,
was just the lack of decisiveness on those passes really just led to a lot of scoop and scores for Elkhorn Valley, and those are hard to combat.
Yeah. They had a lot of steals.
They had 15 steals. We had 8.
Yep.
That's 7 more opportunities where you're not getting an opportunity to score, and they're getting a pretty good opportunity to score. So, and we know there at the end, I think there were at least 2 or 3 that were possession stoppers of ours that led directly to points for them, and potentially 12-point swing. But at the very least, a 6-point swing. And what did we lose? What did we lose by? 6
points. Yeah.
So
that was rough there at the end. They hung in there, but it was a good game. I think it was fun to watch, and they definitely put in a good effort. Crofton had a really strong effort, really turned the tables on them for most of the game.
They did. And then you look at Crofton, and you're like, okay, what do you have coming up? Because Crofton's been a legacy. Well, Crofton has a few players still remaining. You look at Sienna Pinkelman. You look at Emma Cookta.
Yep.
You look at Jasmine Weisler. And you look at Jalen Panning. 4 players, juniors or sophomores that are playing extensively, got quality minutes. And then you also look at Avery Arns, who got in briefly. I saw her get in a few different times. And then you have Brooklyn Gunther, who got in during various times of the season. Before you even start thinking about Addison Hamus and Ellie Sprockle and Camry Michael and Ella LaCroix. So all of them will be trying to pick up that mantle that J.C. Anthony, Addison Ostermeyer, and J.Z. Jansen will leave behind.
Well, and it's about experience, too. They all have experience coming down here now and being in the tournament and playing. I'm not sure if Elkhorn Valley had been down here. I think they were down here last year.
What?
Was Elkhorn Valley down here last year?
Only 2 of the players were varsity players.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
You could tell there in the middle that they were a little bit stunned. Just for the environment and stuff, but Crofton will come back with that experience and a good game overall. They hung in there quite a bit and just didn't pull it out in the end.
So then we're going to take a quick break, a little break until Why Not plays. Why Not will be playing tonight at 7:45, and we'll probably go live about 7:15. That'll be here on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. You can also listen on kvht.com. Or kvtk.com, as well as here on 5-Star Streaming on YouTube. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors, and you can see them as I'm pointing here, and you can't see that, but you can see them right here. See how my finger goes with them right there?
That was good.
Isn't that amazing? It's like a Mr. Rogers moment.
Yeah.
I'm like Mr. Rogers. I'm the Mr. Rogers of radio broadcasting, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Like a good neighbor? No, wait, that's the wrong neighbor.
Wow. Okay.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. There you go.
We should do a Jim Jam here. But yeah, so we want to thank our sponsors. Without them, we're not able to come down here. We're not able to do these broadcasts. Yeah. We're not able to go to districts. And because to stream a video at districts costs $150. So we through in Nebraska. So, we need those sponsors to help underwrite that. So please, I always say you don't have to buy from them. I get that. But at least give them the opportunity to compete, whether it's price, service, selection, or the fact that you like that they support Crofton Athletics or Why Not Athletics or whomever. Just give them that opportunity, and they can take the ball from there. At the very least, thank them for their support of these broadcasts. All right, one final time, the sponsors, 402 Collision and Towing, America's Best Realty, American Legacy Land Company, Christensen Well, Downtown Auto Service, High Street Insurance, Caton International, Crofton Lakeview Golf Course, Murph's Appliance, Pro Junkers, and TB&K Construction. For Jeremy Sewing, I'm Michael Schumacher. You guys have a great rest of your afternoon. Stop on back about 7 o'clock, 7:15. You'll get to see our pretty, pretty faces and get to hear our beautiful voices. Can life get any better? I don't think so. All right. You guys have a beautiful night. Love you.
I thought Jerry Strachey retired. I see his coach